Hey, welcome to Point Black, where real people meet real issues. And we just don't talk around the point, we cut straight to it. And today we have a show that is going to be extremely interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because BJ, everybody talk about AI. AI this, AI that. And first I thought, what's the song? AI, yo. That's what I thought maybe. But it turns out that the AI stands for artificial intelligence, just for those folks who really, really, really did not understand. And, BJ, I thought it was time that we brought in some expertise. We're going to talk about AI. Let's get somebody that looks like me and you that can talk about the subject. So, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm still trying to figure out how to use it.
You still trying to figure out how to use it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're going to find out today.
Because, everybody talk about it and they put their speeches together. They say you put something over in something and then it's supposed to spew out all these words for you and it's supposed to sound like you. And I'm going, where do you put it?
Well, you know what? BJ just set this thing up. He did, ladies and gentlemen, he done set it up. He ready to start a war because we got the AI man in the house. We got Dr. Omar Perkins. Omar Perkins, the Perkins Institute.
Yes. Thank you.
Now, and man, Omar got more masters than masters. Go ahead.
First of all, let me say I am graciously humbled to be around the astute group of young men like yourself. So thank you so much for allowing me to be on the show. A little bit just about me.
Did you say astute?
Yeah, astute.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I just want to know which way I need to talk.
Well, let me get the introduction out, and then we can go back. Then we can go to the other one. So and my background is I have a master's in organizational leadership as well as a master's in industrial and organizational psych. I also am a IBM generative AI engineer. And those things are important because I go into AI with a different thought pattern. I go into it with a positive psychology outlook. And what that means is I pretty much learned how to use AI to better human interactions.
So what's the simplest definition
of artificial intelligence?
Of AI, artificial intelligence. For the regular listener, what is the simplest, the most simplistic way to describe AI?
Well, when I think about simplifying AI, it's pretty much the tech being used to mimic how humans think. That's pretty much how it is. And when you're thinking about artificial intelligence, you got to think about the LLMs when we're talking about the chat GPTs and the Geminis and the co-pilots. And when we think about those LLMs, what we have to understand is that those are pretty much just predictor machines, right? They predict what the output is going to be from whatever you tell them, your input. So it's just a predictor.
And AI, and let me see if we can even make it even simpler. Can you give me some practical uses that people are doing every day and don't realize they're using AI?
So when we think about AI, we're thinking about learning machines that learn. So we're talking about our cell phones when it comes to you getting into it, the thumbprint, the facial recognition. We're talking about banking. We're talking about any financial institute that is using algorithms to find anomalies. AI is pretty much in anything. I just rented a car the other day, and it was an AI agent that told me how to drive.
Oh, okay.
Literally told me that I needed to take a break after 2.5 hours of driving.
And how do I say this? Is the average person that is using something, you mentioned the phone. Well, let's stick with the phones because everybody's got a phone, iPhone. And that phone will Send them when they put a meeting in there. Send them a reminder.
Correct.
Of the meeting. That's AI.
Yes, that's AI. AI is from GPS. When you on a GPS and you put in where you want to go, the actual GPS is not the AI. The AI is when it says there's a wreck in front of you, press yes if you still see the wreck. Or there's a police officer in front of you, press yes. Those are all just learning.
Or if it changes the route, say we changing the route because
of an
this
accident.
is going to be quicker.
Correct.
That's AI.
Yes, that all of those things are AI because they're predicting.
Got it. And so, got it. So I think we got a basic understanding of what AI is. And so I know we're going to get deeper into it, but before we go to a break, I want you got the 3 pillars of positive AI. Where did the term, the 3 pillars of positive AI come from? Where is that a normal statement, or you created that? Where?
So I did create it, and right now I'm defending it through my dissertation for my PhD. And what the 3 pillars of positive AI are, in our community, we're having a problem adapting and integrating AI, right? It's a lot of things that make us nervous just because of the powers that be. With the 3 pillars, it allows us to cultivate a mindset that allows us to get all the information that we need because we're open to it, and then we're able to make the educated decision on how we want to use AI. The 3 pillars consist of growth mindset, learned optimism, and critical thinking. And when we think about all those things into one, you can use that with tech, or you can even use that in your life. Why we have developed those 3 pillars is because instead of companies coming out with tech that is made for humans to help us, they're coming out with tech just to make money. And with the human-centered approach, we create tech in order to enhance human capability. Example would be creating a GPT that allows students that are interested in real estate to have their own professional expert on their phone. So we will create an GPT that will work directly with this student for a specific use, and that would be for real estate. So they can learn as much as they want to 24 hours a day. This thing picks up 24 hours a day. You don't have to worry about paying for a mentor or any of those barriers. You create it, and it fits you. And why that is so important, because we've been hearing about this technology that's allowing students to, young people that are killing themselves with these things. And those are a lot of the tech that is not human-centered. It has not went through those 3 E's that I always say. You have to be ethical, there have to be no exploitation, and they have to be equitable. And without those 3 things, you have tech that will actually hurt mankind instead of helping it.
And so positive AI. I'm still getting over this positive AI, and people are afraid of AI. A lot of folks don't even know what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? I mean, truly, is there a real thing that's if it can be, if the same AI tool can be negative and it can be positive? So when you say positive AI,
I mean that's great. I love the way you're looking at it, because what I say AI is one of our most powerful weapons. Right? This is something that's going to change and has already disrupted so many different professional avenues and genres. And why I say this is a weapon is because you give out this powerful weapon to people and you don't give them any weapon control. And I'm a gun guy. I know that weapon control is just not trying to get the bullet that's jammed. It's understanding that it can hurt you, but it can also defend you. And it also can give you nourishment if you kill an animal and you eat it. So those are the three pillars actually in helps us to understand that the tech is to be used by humans for what we need to use it for. Tech is just listen to me, AI is just your co-pilot. You are the pilot. You run the ship. So that's how you start creating that human-centered approach.
And so I'm going back to people and their everyday uses. People have these Ring cameras.
Correct. Yes.
and they have the cameras in their house, and they can control it from their phone. So when they hear people talk about the fact that, well, with AI and these cameras and stuff, people gonna now be able to find a way to spy on you through your own phone and through your own the house cameras and the Ring doorbells and stuff like that. Should we be worrying about that as normal? It's because don't that drive the fear of AI? Don't that help drive it?
Well, two things. One, there was a study like 2 years ago that showed that TVs that actually were able to record you as you watch TV. Same thing with the computers that we have. All of these things are pretty much documenting what we're doing. So to the fear part about it, yeah, but right now someone can mirror your phone by plugging it into an outlet at the airport. So it all comes back to that human aspect of how do you provide the governance that the information that you're supplying is the information that you want going out. I'm not sure how we're going to do that because AI is just moving so fast. What I tell you today might not be relevant tomorrow. It might be still true, but it just might not be relevant because another app has came on the market and took all the profit shares from that industry.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have Omar Perkins in the house. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more on Point Black. And we are back with more Point Black. We got Omar Perkins in the house. I mean, the Perkins Institute, the man with the AI plan, artificial intelligence. I think he won't say it, but I think he was one of the creators of it, and they ain't giving him all the credit he wants.
Or the money.
Courtney.
Or the money.
You thought Courtney was the creator of AI?
Yeah.
No, he don't have any hair.
Oh, what's that?
Man.
You know, if he was the creator of AI, he would have AI some hair. You know. But BJ, ladies and gentlemen, you know, one day I was in here and I said something and BJ turned the mic off. I went silent, no matter what I said. So BJ, just for that, I'm gonna talk with Mr. iHeart. Hey y'all, we're gonna replace BJ with some AI. Is that possible? Is that Mr. AI man? Should BJ be worried about me?
So here comes the three pillars. We got to cultivate a mindset that we're not thinking about AI as taking our job, but how can AI enhance me? How can it enhance my job? How can it enhance my profession? How can it enhance my... So as far as BJ, you not having BJ here, let's think about this as him being an entrepreneur. Does he want to come in here every day? Because right now we can clone you.
When I'm here, he wants to come in.
Okay,
here
that's perfect.
That's when he has a good conversation, real intelligent, high level conversation.
Well,
BJ, why you smiling? You disagree with that?
No, I don't disagree with it. I'm just waiting to hear this.
Well, let's get in the weeds with it. Let's get in the weeds with it. Thinking that this as an entrepreneur, BJ, you being the entrepreneur,
okay,
you don't want to come in, right? You'll be able to. Here's come the human-centered approach, because it's all about training your LLM to be more humanized, right? So that it's able to do what you want it to do.
Who? What?
LLM, I'm sorry, large language model. So we're talking about your chats, we're talking about your Geminis, we're talking about your Claudes. And what we're able to do is BJ is going to be able to clone himself as far as his likeness. Therefore, the days that he's not on camera, or even if he is on camera, he's able to use that clone and he's still making money at home, right? So maybe we do want to clone BJ so he could be out on the beach right now. And he would still be in the studio with us at the same time.
So you mean I would be looking at a hologram or something? Well, I mean, what?
We could do a hologram, but we could probably just have him on a TV screen.
I'm on the screen, and
but this is the thing: it's not going to be him. It's going to be his likeness. So he'll still be watching himself at the beach while he's talking to us.
I don't know if I like that, because you know that thing can go commit a crime. And then they come pick me up.
That's true. That is true. So that comes back to the human-centered approach. That's why it's so vital for our community to have an open mindset, because we have to be the people that train these LLMs and these large language models. Because what's happening now is the people that are training these products don't look like us. So they're not putting in the ethics and they're not putting in the equities that we would. So when it comes to facial recognition, we all look the same. When it comes to hair, we all look the same. When it comes to questions being asked about our culture, it's monolithic because the people that are training them don't understand that our culture and our wording is different from other cultures and other wording. And that's exactly why we need to make sure that we cultivate a mindset that we're not scared of this, and we're cultivating a mindset that we belong and that we can create with AI.
So, but the average person, the average listener, and on listening to the show, let's just say the average listener, they're sitting at home, they listening to this, and they like, I hear all this stuff about AI. I go to work every day. At most, I may be using AI with my phone, or at most at work I'm using the computer, or they got me using pushing this button to do this and that. But I really don't get all of this stuff about AI and how it's going to take my job. So can we talk a little bit about some of the jobs that AI have already taken control of it? Do you have some idea of?
Well, there's so many blue collar positions that will be taken, but like right now, we're talking about industries being taken over. So we're talking about the Lyfts, we're talking about the Uber drivers. All of those things will be obsolete here in a minute.
So wait a minute, BJ. He hit the spot now, because now you know what he's talking about, don't you?
Yeah,
driverless cars.
Yeah, you know what? I wish DJStew.net was in here. He rode in a driverless car.
Oh yeah,
Uber.
No person, right?
Oh yeah,
Right.
Oh yeah.
He recently,
maybe about a couple of months ago.
Oh my goodness!
I was in one 3 weeks ago in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I promise you, I started off, it wasn't my first time, but the first time I started getting in autonomous cars, I was nervous. By the third day in Vegas, I'm looking for autonomous cars because you don't have to deal with any of the other things. You don't have to deal with the guy that's trying to make you listen to his mixtape. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about the smells. I can say whatever I want to say. I can control the temperature. And that's where we're going, because now it feels like it's my car, right? When you get into an Uber car, driver's car, it's their car.
But now, wait a minute now.
Come on.
I'm in an Uber.
Uh-huh.
Guy's driving.
Yes.
And I'm watching him drive.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, sometimes they make me nervous.
Yes.
And I can say something to him, and that sort of may fix it.
Correct.
Nah, ain't no damn driver in the car now, BJ. and I'm a little afraid. I'm like, I ain't comfortable with the way this car, the computer is driving. Who do I ain't got nobody that I'm stuck.
It's funny you said that, because I was talking to a computer science professor, and I said the same thing. He said, but when you on a train, you don't get to talk to the conductor. I said, true. He said, and the conductor is no way he can just go off of the rail, right? He's on the rail. So he can go faster or slower, or he can stop or he can go, but he's on the rail. And that's he's saying the same thing with the autonomous cars. They've been trained to do certain things. So if I'm sitting in the back seat and a dog comes out in the front of the car, it's going to stop, right? If I'm in a car with someone and they're driving and they're trying to play on their radio and the dog comes out and I say to stop, I have to wait for the human to stop. So if you look at it like that, you think of it like, well,
listen,
that's an expert that's driving instead of someone that the phone's ringing and his baby mama's calling.
So AI BJ is starting to take away the Uber drivers.
Can they put a dummy or something up there?
Act like it's driving. Well, what they do is when you get in the car, it's kind of like when you get in a tram, the A train. It says something to you, and it tells you if you have any problems that you could say this word or things of that nature. So, like I said, it's just one of those things that it's going to get better with time, and in a couple years.
But it's an example of people.
But that's a whole
AI
industry.
They right.
But let's get back to the human, right? Because we're high level. Let's get back in the weeds.
Right.
There would be no Uber or no Lyft without AI. The difference between a cab and an Uber driver is that a Uber driver has an app, and I'm able to see where the car is at all times. I'm able to see who the driver is at all times. You can do all of those things. So without AI, there would be no Uber.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
You know
See,
what?
that's why you got it. That's why, and guess what?
And
guess what? For them to create autonomous cars, it was a person that drove in an Uber that said, "I can make this better." A person, and then they created autonomous cars. That's human. That's what we do.
Wait a minute. Don't take no credit for Elon Musk and created.
That dude.
I'm joking.
Look, I'm telling you, someone with a growth mindset got in the car in a taxi and said, "You know what? I don't like taxis. It's got to be a better way." Then they created Uber. Somebody got in the Uber and said, "I don't like Uber. It's got to be a better way." So they got autonomous cars.
Well, and I was looking at something. I don't remember what it was, BJ. But now they got the Uber flying taxi.
Yes.
Yes.
Uber flying car taxi.
Yes. Yes.
And they building platforms for it over in Dubai, because Dubai is going to be the first one to launch it, where you can actually the Uber would pick you up, take you to the heliport piece, and you hop in that, and it would fly you from there to the next one. And no, well, I think it had a pilot in it.
I'm sure it has a pilot right now.
Yeah, but yeah, that's where they're going.
So we're going to the Jetsons now.
Yeah, it looked like? It looked like a large a drone.
That's all.
It
It
had
is.
6 propellers on it. It looked like it was just a large drone.
A large drone someone could sit in. But it's so funny because in I think like 1996, I can't think of who said it, but a scientist said that in order for everyday man to have flying cars, everything on the ground will have to be autonomous first. This is 1996.
But I got you. So if there had not been AI, there would be no Uber.
Correct.
And now that same AI that made Uber and Lyft and all the rest of them possible is also going to make the drivers who made it possible obsolete, and is doing it right now.
Correct. Correct.
I was in Phoenix. I saw something at the airport in Phoenix. I was sitting there getting in a Uber.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, and a car went past me, and I saw people in the back seat, nobody in the front seat.
Yep.
I said, "No, I ain't doing that."
But that's high
not
level.
right now.
This thing is low level, like Uber Eats. It's not gonna be any more Uber Eats. I was literally in San Diego fighting on the streets with bots that had your food in them, and they keep it warm and they're
What
so
you mean
nice.
there's no Uber? Wait a minute.
Wait, huh? What?
Oh yeah. So they have robots now that carry your food to you. You don't need Uber Eats as far as a person driving it to you. They have robots.
It was walking or
It was rolling. I'm saying,
rolling.
and I'm not even exaggerating. I'm saying I at least saw 6 or 7 of them, and they walk up behind you and they beep, 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 and then they go the other way. They're really cute with big eyes. And so that's where we're going.
Where was this?
This was in San Diego.
San Diego.
This was in San Diego.
Well, BJ, now I was almost gonna put my foot down on the Uber with no driver, but now you gonna take away my Uber Eats.
No. It's gonna be the point that now when you get your Uber Eats and then you look inside of the guy's car, you like, dang, I don't even want to eat that food. You don't have to worry about it anymore because the Uber Eats comes in a robot with just your food. It keeps it warm.
So the food is inside the robot.
Correct.
So then how do you get your food out of the robot?
With the QR code, you just hit the QR code and it opens up.
Your phone, like you do everything, your tickets now for concerts.
This the biggest learning machine that you use every day and don't even know you're doing. Learning machine that you use.
I don't learn from it, man.
No, it's learning from you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. No, I know. I just had to say that so you come back with that. But anyway, so these robots, they're on wheels.
Oh yeah.
It's like a
cooler. It looked like a cooler with wheels. It looks like a cooler with wheels. That's exactly. Matter of fact, that's all it is.
It should be an oven with wheels since it's hot.
And it heats and it cools depending on what you have in there. And that's where we're going with it. So all of those fallback jobs that people talk about.
So I'm walking down the street. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
I'm in San Diego, minding my business.
Yep.
I'm walking down the street. Something comes up behind me, go beep, beep. I look around, it's a cooler.
Literally
and
happens.
I step out the way and it moves. Now, when it gets to the destination,
You get a text.
I get a text on my phone.
You come outside.
I come outside.
You hit the QR code.
Using my phone with the QR code.
It opens up.
It opens up the cooler. I get my food out, and I don't have to tip. That's
You-
what. Now,
so
BJ,
see?
we don't have to give him a tip. Now,
Now, well, let me say this because I think a little bit too much.
Okay.
All right, so will it have snow tires on it?
And you know what is so funny? Because look, let me tell you how AI works with humans. So that is so funny. So there is a guy in Wisconsin that has created zip ties that you go on any tire, and it creates the same effect that you would if you put chains on your tire with snow.
oh yeah.
And you know who he's marketing to? Those guys.
The robots.
Exactly. You see, but it was a human. He didn't create that. He created it in his mind, but he used AI to make it come to fruition.
Got it.
That same thing that would took him 6-7 years to develop took him a couple of months. Then you got a 3D printer where you just put it on a 3D printer after that.
Well, we're going to get in that business side. But wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we got DJ Stu in the house. And my understanding is that he was experimenting around and got in a driverless car. And you know what, man? He's a member of Mega Sci-Fi Macappa.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, get that right. Get that right.
A Mega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated. I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And,
Here they go with the wars, y'all.
Gangbang.
We're trying to get to the point here.
No. I'm trying to get to the point. See, as a Kappa, I would have been sophisticated in getting in that driverless car.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't have got in it.
But he
You wouldn't have got in it.
Hey,
You done walked up
just-
to with your cane. You said, I'm not getting in that car. Let me
Stu
get my
just
cane
hopped
on.
in.
How would you would have done?
But tell me. Let the
So,
folks know about that
A
experience.
few months ago, I was in Atlanta from the Core DJ conference, DJ conference with the Core DJs, and I was taking a Uber somewhere. Ordered the Uber. I didn't know what I was ordering. Car comes up, and it pulled up, and I'm waiting for somebody to roll down the window. Right? So, and I'm kind of in the back waiting for somebody to say, "Hey, you Stu?" and get in the car, but it didn't happen. And one of my partners called me, and he said, "Yo, man, where you going? You about to go out?" "Yeah, I'm about to go out. I just ordered the car. Come on down. You better hurry up because the car is here." He comes down. Now, while he's coming down, I realize there's nobody in the car driving. I'm like, well, how do I get in? So I'm trying to open the door. I finally look at the app, and the app says, "Open the door."
See?
So wait a minute. So nobody could steal your ride.
Right, so that's how they know it's you, because you got to open the door with the phone, with the app. So I said, well, I don't want my time to start. So when my partner finally came down, my partner comes down. He's on the passenger side, on the driver's side actually, and I press open the door. And I said, hey man, before we get in, I said, hey, there's no driver. So we get in the car. Oh, snap! There is no driver. So if I was by myself, I wouldn't have done it.
Really?
I swear to you.
Okay.
Not the first time.
Because you could disappear.
You're right. Don't know where I'm going. So I was comfortable being with him, but I still know this. So this was the first time I ever went live without DJing.
Okay.
Right? I went live because I want to know if something happened to me. I want everybody in the world to know.
Right.
So while we rolling in this driverless vehicle, people are looking, and it's in Atlanta. So I was amazed that it was happening in Atlanta because most of the time. To
California.
Right.
And I seen one in
Is
Phoenix.
one of the places that usually technology is tested first.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So there was in Atlanta with all of us around. I'm
Right.
like, oh my gosh.
So you had a bunch of, I won't use YNs in the car.
Well,
Without
no,
a
it was just me
driver.
and my partner
Yes,
in
you-
this particular car, but
So-
they was all around watching, so it's still fairly new.
So you say you hit the app that says open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how did it know what door to open?
It just opened all the doors. Unlocked
Oh,
all of them.
unlocked all of
'Cause
them.
it didn't know how
Okay.
many passengers
Okay,
was
didn't
in
know how many passengers. So unlocked
Didn't
all
know how
of
many
them.
passengers it was.
So let me ask you this: when y'all got in the car, did it charge you for one passenger or two passengers?
There's no passenger. Uber is destination.
Okay, got it. All right.
So
Okay.
Tell us about your drive. I want to know how to drive.
Yeah.
I wanna
So
drive.
this thing, it usually doesn't go on the highway. I could tell that because we could have took the highway to get to it. Per
Okay.
what I did, looked at GPS myself. Because I said, look, let me go on GPS because I want to know what we're doing. And what I had on my phone GPS, it took on the highway, but it did not. It stayed on the back roads, and it drove, to the speed limit, a little under the speed limit most of the time.
okay.
It navigated well, but until we got where we were going and it got kind of a lot of cars around, it had to really navigate. Like one point in time, it was turning left, and it stopped. I mean, it really just stopped. It was like, okay, let everybody figure it out. So it was figuring it out what to do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was learning. It was learning.
Yeah, it was learning. But everybody was being respectful, but they was so be looking at there was no driver. And we was rolling down the window like, hey, man, ain't no driver.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I did it again. So
See?
I did.
See? I told you.
And I was looking forward to it.
That's what I just said.
When it ordered, when I put it in, I was like, how do I get it? Because I didn't know that it was coming the first time. So I recognized the icon. It has this dome on the top of it, whatever it is, whatever the case may be, technology-wise. And
The cameras.
I tried to order it again. And so I took another one while I was there the weekend, couldn't get it. And then when I didn't, I gave up on it, another one came.
Got it.
And I got in that joint, and I said, okay, here we go.
So the cars each time was the same make and model type car?
It
or
was
is
a
different?
Jaguar,
is it-
actually. It was a Jaguar model. It was a Jaguar
It was a
model.
Jaguar.
Inside it looked like a Jaguar, but outside it didn't look all that Jaguar-ish.
Because it has all those cameras and whatnot on
Yeah,
there.
it's got something going on, a whole bunch of going on. Yeah.
And the
yeah.
second time was the Jaguar?
Yes, it's
Each
still
time
that's
the
the only one that's in Atlanta.
That's the only
It's
one
a
that's
Jaguar
Jaguar.
model.
Okay.
Yeah, it was,
Now the
I
one-
was impressed. Now, here's my reason. I would love to have a driver. Or if I could afford it, I'd get one of them right now.
See?
Because I'm going to tell you where I'm a motion sleeper. If somebody else is driving, as soon as you put in drive, I'm asleep.
And you in the club at night. You would love that.
Man, I could be refreshed wherever I get to.
Yeah.
I'm going to a meeting, I could be refreshed. I would be more energetic than I usually am.
But what kind of meetings can you have during those 30 minutes of driving?
I'm asleep. Ain't no meetings on the drive.
But I'm just saying, if you did,
If I did, I could have any kind of business meeting. Oh,
and
man.
you could have a confidential meeting with someone in the car instead of having to say, close your ears.
Yeah, but no, now I digress on that because
I think they
all
call
the listening
listening.
devices are listening.
Yeah, but it's not a person, though.
Okay, but it's
What's the difference?
It's more than a
No,
person.
well, what I mean is, if it's something recording, it's different from someone listening.
I know, but I'm saying,
Someone listening
but
get
it's
it wrong,
permanent.
and you can discount it.
Well,
but if
I
it's
think
recorded
get out the-
digitally,
But the recording is
It's you.
permanent. The person may lose his memory. Hey, we need to take a quick break. We're going to be back with more on Point Black. And we're going to put Stu in the driverless car on Highway 64 tomorrow. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow. And we're back. Point Blank, where real issues meet real people. And we don't talk around the point. We cut straight to it.
I see.
Omar,
Yes, sir.
now you heard DJ Stu, talk about getting in that car without anybody in. And that was a practical one. That was, ladies and gentlemen, we were trying to come up with practical uses where AI is being used now and is disrupting employment. Because we talking about how it took everybody out, and the same thing with Uber Eats. And we were talking about earlier, talking about how we were going to replace BJ with it, and then he came up and gave BJ a way, well, we can't replace him. So Stu, you safe, your job is safe, because I was going to AI's BJ and Stu, and ladies and gentlemen, they took that, they did, and Omar just took that away from me.
well, 40 years in the game and the knowledge that he has, it'd be a long time for AI to grab a hold and have it's not just the knowledge, it's the personality. You can't get that personality.
There it is.
So I'm glad you said it. Now we got an AI expert in here. If I took, now let's be clear, if I took AI and uploaded all of BJ's shows, all the stuff where he's been talking as a DJ from the time where he did it one way to now, and all that to AI, could not AI learn and take his voice, and we would have, and we can program it where it would be BJ, the DJ, except would it be all AI?
Yes and no.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Because there's a nuance, because we're human. So AI is good if I said you would need a NLP, a natural language processor, for me to talk to AI and it understand me as a human. Meaning that if I said, is it raining cats and dogs, it's not going to say it's German shepherds and pussycats falling. He's going to know it's raining. Same way if we cloned and did everything with BJ, it would do everything, but when you talk to him, you would know. You would know because you talk to them. The listeners wouldn't.
But now I don't know. I guess I'm gonna put the industry secret out here, because sometimes when you listening to the radio and you hear BJ talking, he ain't at the mic. That ain't live. Am I right, BJ?
Well, you know,
It was live when he taped it.
It's always live.
It's always live. Okay.
It's always live.
We live.
We
Right
live.
now.
We live right now.
Right now.
Yeah, we live right here in the studio.
We live. But the point I'm saying is, if you took all of that, and so do we have to worry about, because why I cannot talk directly to him and have a conversation and it not and it be BJ, but I'm saying that if I'm putting up a radio show and I'm broadcasting music and it's got all the BJ's nuances, you know. And by the way, way back Saturday was nice, BJ. You did a good job.
Killed it.
I was listening to the radio.
You talking about way back Saturday? You talking about throwback?
Throwback, yeah.
Throwback,
Yeah,
throwback house party.
Yeah, he. This last time around, ladies and gentlemen, if you never heard it, y'all listen to it. Especially when if you a baby boomer, you would love it. So I give you credit for that. I'm so glad AI programmed that for you people.
He come with the AI. Just don't want to give me the full credit.
I'm just saying, because ladies and gentlemen, if you go to, what is it on Wednesdays?
Way back
Wednesday up at the Moonrise Hotel.
That's right.
And DJ Stu's up in there. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, that is a hologram. That's a hologram that we programmed. That ain't Stu. That ain't Stu.
That's a good one.
That ain't Stu. It's a hologram.
Well, you need to get paid twice now.
Right.
So what? Hey, wait a minute. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is part one. Part two, we'll talk about, because part two, next week, ladies and gentlemen, Omar, we're going to be talking about, BJ's going to love it, AI in education. AI in the schools. BJ.
Well, they're pretty much there now. You know what I mean?
BJ.
It's pretty much going now. I think that in a lot of the schools, the kids are using, AI, Chat GPT, whatever, to do their papers.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of ed tech that's in schools right now.
Ain't like what we talking. BJ's going to be called what is going on in your schools and what ain't.
And
when it comes to AI.
And why you don't know what's going on as a parent.
So if I can interject and backtrack to so-called clone or AI BJ, right? If he did it himself, and he said, I want to create myself, and then he recorded himself, I think it could work to that point. Because now when he's saying, I'm going to record myself from this point on, have all the past, like you said, and then from this on it takes it, I believe that it could, versus if somebody else did it, because it wouldn't do the nuances of him. The personality wouldn't be there. But if he was involved in it, creating himself, I believe it could.
I think what'll happen is that, to your point of being cloned, I would have to say some things, right? Say some things. They can pick that up, clone that, and then they can make it do kind of sort of like I am on the radio.
Yeah, that's what we're getting at. Yeah.
But it's my voice and my personality.
And your mannerisms.
It don't have to be him. So I could literally, and I don't need everything, I could literally just take this YouTube from today, put it in, create a clone. But this is the problem. All those things that we talk about when we talk about generative AI and agentic AI, they're predictors. These generative AI are predictors. So it will predict what he's going to say next. So he might, last year he might have said, yeah, we on the 1s and 2s and the 3s and 4s. So it might say that again. But he's not saying that again because that was a whole year ago. So the problem that we would have with knowing that it's a clone is that it's going to predict. It's not going to give us any new information or anything. It's just going to predict on what he said in the past.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I was saying. Per him, if he was directly involved in it, and it would take all the past, and then from now it would record him now. Because I'm gonna tell you what, I've been with him for a few years. I can't predict nothing he's about to say.
Yeah, so you'll know.
No.
So even if he created that clone and he's not here that day, and the clone's on air, and you listening, you like, yeah, that ain't him.
So wait a minute.
You would know.
Well, I don't know because of the fact that a lot of radio has changed.
True.
You know what I mean? It's
Right,
changed
that's what I'm getting at.
because we get straight to the point.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I have to put my personality around getting straight to the point.
Right.
It's not like I'm sitting up just having a conversation because typically a lot of our breaks are under 30 seconds.
Correct.
So you figure you're just saying Magic 104.9, whatever it is, no 100.3 to be that's TL's ultimate source for hip hop and R&B. Join us December 13th for
See,
the.
all of that stuff will be cool, but when you talk to him, that's when you would
Well,
know
we
that
don't-
it's not
we
him.
don't talk, but we
really,
But like right now.
yeah,
but-
right now,
But
yes.
like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But all of
but-
the cuts and the commercials
Yes.
and all of that, no,
to
I
your point,
could clone you.
To your point of what you're saying
Yeah.
is like now instead of doing phone calls, we do the free iHeartRadio app. You can go on the app, and what you do is you go to the app, you pull up the radio station. There's a little microphone there. You push the microphone, you say what you got to say, and then it comes to me in the studio. Now I can take what you said and I can build a break around it, like we're actually talking to each other.
Yes. Now that part, yes, you could. Yes, that part.
That's
But-
the way we're doing now.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
if you took my voice and all of that, put that together, you can still do the same thing. I
So-
see
so
that.
indeed,
Only
yeah.
thing it is, I just want to get paid for it.
Yeah, but
That's the part though. You want to get paid for that, even if you at home and you not at work. If your voice is being played, you want to get paid for it, just like if you was a musician.
But what is the difference? Because what's the young lady, African American, I think she's
Yes.
out of Alabama, that took her poetry, uploaded it, and made a song out of it, and made an AI singer.
Monet. What's her
Monet,
name?
yeah. And so when you look at her, you pull it up. Far as you concerned, she is. But what's the rapper who now he's hooked up with it, and
Will I Am?
No, it ain't Will I Am. Somebody, and he's doing videos with the AI artists. They're doing duets and stuff. He's all in. I can't think of who it is as an artist, black artist. I just saw that. So I guess what I'm getting at is this, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what we're trying to say is that, listen, AI is coming. We need to get up out of here. And one day it's going to be an AI Pruitt. And don't y'all listen to it when it is. Say, I want the real Pruitt up in here. So Omar Perkins, next week,
Yes.
next week, we're going to talk about AI in the educational school system. DJ Stu, stay out of those driverless cars. And BJ, you got your job for now.